So we're going to go through the natural dyes that we have, and we're going to need a different pan for each different colour. So our simplest and most straightforward, we're going to be using onions. My mother says that red onions are always best, and we all know that mother knows best, so we'll stick to red onions. All you need of the onion, you don't need the oniony part, you just need the skins. So what I've done is I've peeled a whole bag of onions and put the skins in there. So I'm going to prepare things, then I'm going to add the water and the vinegar, which we need. So I've also got beetroot. It's going to be very interesting to see, because you can see already the effect that this has had on my fingers. Straight away you go quite red on the fingers, and it'll be interesting to see what colour this actually dyes, because it isn't always what you expect. So all I'm going to do is chop it into chunks. I would like little people to get adults to do this. I'm going to put the stalks in as well, because they've all got the good colour in, and we don't have to be equal with the sizes, because it doesn't matter at all, and we just whack it in. Look at the mark it leaves. Ooh. So you might want to use an old chopping board if you're worried. Clearly I'm not. So I'm going to whack all of that in. I think that probably will be enough in there. So I've got quite a lot there. Look at that, I'll stick a bit there. So I might leave him and eat him later. Red cabbage. How beautiful it is. Have a close up of that. That is so pretty. So again, we're just going to roughly chop this up, get an adult to help, and then put it into squares. And put that in the pan. You can see the purple that leaves on the chopping board as well.
And is that a separate pan?
Separate pan, yes. Each different dye, each different vegetable, we use in a different pan. So rough. No need to be. We're not making coleslaw. We're okay. Just shove it in. What I might do is after we're done, I might just do some more in there and do the whole cabbage. But you don't need to watch me do that. So I've also got another one, which is spinach. And it's just simple. I've just put it all in there. And this is one that I've never tried before. Oh, by the way, one thing you will need for this is an apron, because already my hands are stained, and anything that gets on your clothes will stay on your clothes. So wear an apron. So with the avocado, I'm rather pleased about this, because it means I can have guacamole afterwards. You just carefully take out the pip. We're going to use the pip. I think I'm going to do 4 altogether and put them in. So the next stage, I've got all my vegetable products in my pans, everything ready to go. I'm going to add some vinegar to each one. So I'm adding about, again, a rough measure. We don't have to be too precise. About ½ a cup American measure into each one. And this helps, I believe this helps fix the dye when you get the eggs. Right, I've got my red cabbage already on, and that's already beginning to do a nice little boil. We're going to have it on a rolling boil. Again, this is always with grown-ups helping. You cannot do this without grown-ups help. I'm going to add water to each one of the pans. Again, just being really imprecise, I'm just putting a nice, oh look, it's already started to go red. Oh, lovely. A bit less in that one. And then all we're going to do is we're going to boil these for about an hour. It's imprecise. We're going to check on it in about an hour. So this needs to be, if you can have a look at, so that's a big boil there. I'm going to just turn it down, and we want it going about like that. That's perfect. There we go. Keeping the lid on. And so I'm going to put all of these on. I've got 5, only 4 rings, so one of them's going to have to wait a bit and make a start. So we'll come back to this in about an hour. So I have already sieved off the solid matter, and we're left with just the liquid in big jam jars. So I've marked what each thing is. So onion skins, red cabbage, I love that colour. Rather horrid looking colour for the spinach, but we'll just try it anyway, who knows, it might work. So I'll show you just how to strain off. So this is our beetroot. So I'm just getting rid of all the lumpy matter. We don't need that. Hey! Try not to make too much mess. Oh, it smells nice, but I didn't clean the beetroot, so it probably won't taste nice. Okay, so and then putting it into the jar so that it is all ready to go. I've been left without much liquid, but you can see it's very concentrated, so I'll be able to add a bit of water to that. And then I've got, again, labelled. Finally, I have this, which is looking revolting. Look at that. Ugh. I don't think this has worked, but I'm going to try it anyway. But it looks disgusting. And I was told some magic would happen and it would turn pink and it would be lovely. Well, that's not pink, that's pond coloured. So
someone made me some avocado ink and it's amazing.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'm clearly doing something wrong. So
maybe there'll be an addition at some point.
Maybe there'll be an addition at some point when I work out how to do it. But it doesn't matter. We got guacamole, so everything's fine. But I'm going to strain it off and see what happens. So on to the next stage. Filming? Yeah. Well, welcome everybody to more doodling at home. We're going to do making Easter eggs, decorating Easter eggs with natural materials. So we're using onion skins, red cabbage, beetroot, spinach, avocado, which looks like something from a horrible science experiment gone wrong. I do not know whether that's going to work. And we have some beautiful white eggs. We're going to try with normal brown eggs as well. So with these white eggs, I wanted to show you when they come, they have the lion printed on them, and this, we don't really want that on our eggs. We want our eggs to be, it's a bit wet, we want it to be beautifully white and clear. So the first thing you might need to do, unless you have your own chickens, and then you don't have to worry about this at all, is use some white vinegar and just rub. If you can't get white eggs, there's a way of removing the brown from brown eggs by dipping it in vinegar for about an hour and then rubbing gently. If it doesn't all come off, dip it in the vinegar for longer and go again. But we're going to do some with the brown eggs as well. So these ones, I've hard boiled them. So they're still fragile, you still have to be very gentle with them. Okay, so when you've prepared all of your natural dyes, boiled up your onion skins, red cabbage, beetroot, avocado and spinach, and you have them all neatly in jars. Remember that your jars have to be big enough. You can't have little jars. So they have to be big enough to fit the eggs in. So you can literally just take your eggs and plonk them in and they'll dye beautifully. But what we're going to try and do is make them a little bit more fabulous. So with this, you'll need a pair of tights. And what I've done is I've used some wire. You can use like sandwich seam. What?
Like a loom band?
A loom band would totally work. A loom band would work. Or like the seals that you get for picnic, for sandwich bags. But wire or loom bands or just something that's going to keep it nice and tight. And you put your egg inside. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And you can use flowers and leaves. I do want to have a little film of my beautiful flowers. So in this one, feathers will also work. So what you need to do is as neatly, it's a little fiddly this job, because you don't want it all to scrunch up. So you want to pull the tights out and then put your leaves in, but in a way that doesn't then squash the leaves out of shape, because if you do that, you'll just have like a nasty, you know, squashed shape. Oh, that one's rather good. And then when you've got them all in, just use your, that one, see that one's gone in really squashy, that one's no good. Fiddly. How's that? Is that neat?
I think so.
Could be neater. I think that should work. Okay, so then twist around your top of your egg tights and use another little bit of wire or, like you said, a loom band. Twist it all the way around and then tighten it. Can you see that? You want it nice and tight so that nothing moves. There we go. I think that bit there will come out really good. Then, so this one's onion skins. We'll have a go with onion skins here. Carefully, we'll put the whole thing in. And we're going to leave it in there for at least 24 hours. You try not to be tempted to come and have a little poke at it and a little look at it, because if you come and move things around, you're likely to move the plants and it won't come out as good. So try and be patient, leave it in a cool place and do that. So I've just done one earlier with one of the flowers. I'm going to be really interested to see how that one comes out, because I think that's going to be really pretty. I'm going to put that one in the beetroot. That looks really dark, the beetroot. Oh, that lovely colour. Oh, it smells nice too. I like beetroot. I think I might add a little water to this, which will dilute it, but it'll cover it up and I'll manage to get 2 eggs in there. So I'll carry on with these and then we'll come back to this tomorrow when we do the big reveal and take everything out. Okay, so it's been 24 hours and all of our eggs have been sat in the jam jars. You can see here I did get a little impatient and had a little sneaky peek and was shocked how lovely they looked. But anyway, let's carry on with our reveal. So this one is red cabbage. Ooh, look at that. Looking very attractive. So I'm going to just dip it in some, oh, look at that colour. That's so nice. I'm just going to dip it in some water. This is just cool water, just so that we're not dropping and dripping the dye all over the place. So carefully, trying not to sort of squeeze your egg or move it around too much, just in case some of the nice colour is on there. Undo your wire or whatever you've used. This one's a bit fiddly. So I'm going to try and open it up. Oh wow, look at that colour. That is an amazing colour. I never expected it to come. Whoa! That's so beautiful. That is better than I ever could have thought. I'm going to give it another quick dip. That is so nice. I am impressed. See, I knew this was going to be pretty, but I didn't think it was going to be that pretty. Wow. Well, I'm happy anyway. So let's try, that one was red cabbage. So it's a fact, red cabbage works out really nice. So what should we go for next?
Beetroot.
Beetroot. Beetroot's beautiful. Wow. That's a bit good, isn't it? So again, I'm going to dip him straight in there. Oh, another. Oh, we're going to end up with a really nice colour just in there. So same again. And use the tights again, and we can do this project as many times as we like. Oh, that's nice. I like where you can see it almost looks like, it looks prehistoric. It looks like a fossilized fern or something. Right, so have we got anything left in there? That's onion skins. We've got another beetroot here. So let's have a look at this one. That one looks, again, that lovely pink as it comes off. Look at that. Beautiful with the flower, but look at that, that's really strange. What is this? Beetroot. It's come out kind of brown. That's right. Here are the two that I do not have very high hopes about. I am not sure that anything interesting's happened here, but we'll have a look anyway. So this ugly looking concoction is avocado, which, like I say, I was assured was going to be a beautiful pink, but it doesn't look like a beautiful pink right now. No, fail. And it smells awful. And here we have spinach. Again, it smells pretty, pretty funky. It's a bit Trumpy funky. So let's see whether this was supposed to make a nice pale green. But again, it just looks like, it looks like pond slime. It's not a promising colour. It's better than I thought it was going to be, actually. Oh, well, it's not the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it looks a bit rotten.
Well, yeah, a little bit, but
That's what you're going for.
if you're going for a kind of mouldy egg look, well, you got it. I quite like it. Steady. So, when we have got all our eggs out of our... We got the cabbage? Yes.
We got them all.
What we can do is get some paper towels and give them a nice pat dry. You don't want to rub them dry because it might rub. When I did it with this one, this was a red onion, it rubbed a little bit of the colour off and it was a real shame. So if we just pat it dry and then use another bit of, and you can use a bit of olive oil, vegetable oil will be fine, this is just a spray oil, and carefully oil them up, and that gives it a nice shine rather than a matte surface. Wow, those, I love these. That one's my absolute favourite. I think that one has come out perfect. And that was the red onion. I think that one is gorgeous. So, there we go. That is how you can use natural materials to dye eggs in your Easter display in a way that people wouldn't have expected you to do Easter egg decorations. So I would love to see what you come up with. If you can come up with any other colours as well, if you look them up, find other natural dyes, see if there's anything else that you think might work, and send photos of the eggs if you can. Love to see them. Okay, and I'll be posting some more craft ideas very soon, and happy doodling. Bye bye bye.